I'm finding out why a lot of my brothers are going through the turmoil that they're going through. Something happened and you guys didn't pay attention to it. There was things being traded since the beginning of time. You make me happy. You be a very lovely woman. You be a cooperative woman. And we're going to make love more than likely as she sees that the man desires it and when she desires it, right? And in turn, I will make sure that I protect you with my life. I will make sure you will always have food. I will make sure your lights never go off, right? Have you ever stopped to think? An audible was called by the traditional women. So imagine this. If that was the deal, what about the day that women said, you know what? After thinking about this, I no longer want to give you sex when you want it. I'm not really cooperative anymore. It's just not the way I am. And I have an attitude. Do you know that is a breach of contract? What happens with breach of contracts? When there is a breach of contract, the contract becomes null and void. So therefore, gentlemen, you are not supposed to be standing by your side of the bargain if they're not. But it's just in you to do it. And that's why they're getting away with murder. Your women are also sleeping with other men. Your women are also sleep. Why are you continuing to give them? Imagine this, people. Let me say this. Imagine if nationwide men stopped opening car doors. They stopped paying for meals. They stopped intervening when they saw women being mistreated in public. Right? They stopped speedily coming to the aid of women. They stopped even talking to them with such high regard. To be honest, people, that's what it's supposed to be. If they reneged on their part of the deal, why would you continue to fulfill your part? No other corporations do it. All companies, once you sign, when they offer you the job offer, right? Once you sign that, they tell you what they'll provide for you. But now at the end, they also let you know that they have a right to terminate this agreement, right? But they typically won't. As long as you're fulfilling your duties, they won't. Neglect those duties. You'll find yourself at the unemployment office. Why are we continuing to give women a treatment that was based on an agreement that we had, but the women reneged on their part of the agreement? Why are we continuing to live this agreement out like they're still fulfilling their obligations? I want anybody to tell me this. The answer just came to my head. You're terrified that if you start pulling back on the good things that you know women want from you, like as it pertains to our agreement that they reneged on, opening car doors, paying for meals, you're terrified she'll withhold the na-na from you. You coward. You're not one of us. You're not one of us. So we poke our chests out. We poke our chests out and we walk through life as our stomping ground. And we make it all happen according to the things that make our lives comfortable. And those of you who I'm referring to as cowards, I'm talking about those of you. This isn't for those of you who have never maybe thought about this, but after hearing this tonight, you still know in your heart, well, I'm going to continue. I mean, it's what I've been taught. That's coward behavior. You're being mistreated in hopes of getting a na-na reward. It hasn't even been fulfilled to you yet, but you're hoping. You haven't even taken this girl on a date yet. You've just been talking to her. You're hoping that there's things You're hoping that there's things that you can do to get the nah. That one that all of those other millions of women have, and a lot of those millions of women will give it to you easier than she will. We talk about the women are broken, but the men are broken as well. You don't have the courage that is needed to execute a plot like this. You don't have it. Women nationwide are supposed to be telling their girlfriends, girl, I'm not gonna lie. You remember dude that I used to could call him and he'd get up out the bed in the middle of the night to come do whatever I asked him to do. He barely picks up my phone calls anymore. And if he does, he tells me, no, come swing over here and check me out.